Your man business. Mm, okay. Alrighty. What's up, my spiritual gang? Love, namaste. And you know I'm up in this bitch. I'm here to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. So if you don't want to hear, baby, this ain't the channel for you. Backspace, delete. Do what you gotta do. Okay, we're gonna get right into the messages, right into the energy. And yeah, just go from there. I missed you all so much, but I be having other things to do. And most importantly, I be having to do healing work myself, okay? Um, but yeah, we're gonna see where you guys are at energetically and go from there. Okay. It's so tired. Yeah, make no sense. You need to get you some rest. Whenever you are. Okay. Alright, where is the collective at currently divine? Where are they at energetically? Thank you. Okay, currently, heavy on romance. Somebody it's just realizing like somebody took a lot of losses when it comes to love, or it was like I was just talking earlier to my ancestors, and I'm like, no love lost, no love found. 222 could be significant. Whereas like somebody is surrendering and healing, and it's actually the more they surrender to their divine purpose, and it's healing, the more they are actually releasing these things that you realize you lost a lot of love along the way. Or it's just this energy of lost a lot of love along the way for a lot of things. Hi. That just no longer serves you anymore. It's like when you repress emotions surrounding you out of reason, when you suppress your emotions surrounding around betrayals and heartache and pain when it comes to love, it can hinder you from moving forward. You could stay stuck on that timeline of hurt. So it's more so with this energy of somebody, the more a person heals, the more they reflect their healing, but it's also helping them surrender and release. I love that for you. As somebody here, the earth is changing, so you can realize, you can notice a climate change, but not only that, it's like humanity is either evolving or staying. We all grow. Change is consistent. It's either we're growing for the best or the worst. So you can realize that people around you are growing for the best or they're growing for the worst, but we're all growing in some type of way. So somebody here is going through a transformation. I love this for you. I do. Letting go of all these old chapters, things that was temptation to you, that fed your physical vessel instead of your soul. Somebody fell for seduction, or somebody, I said, where are they at in the now? Somebody is with something that was their seduction. A temptress, temptation. And it's like it lies. It lies, and then it makes a lot of promises. And this could be things that's just around you. Confirmation. Um, Somebody can cry a lot when they're dealing with this thing. It just lies a lot, and it's just this energy of broken promises. Like it'll promise you of the one thing, and then next thing you know, you look up and it's doing the complete opposite of what it promised you that it would do. So somebody could be dealing with temptation now, and somebody could be also growing and learning to release their temptations. Yeah. Okay. Resurfacing the past feelings and emotions. Somebody's remembering their past feelings and emotions around a situation or a person, place, thing. Because it's like these these feelings keep coming back up for a person. Clarity, freedom, and solution. It's giving somebody solution. It's this energy of, okay, one person here, it's like two different energies, or three. One person here is healing up. They're surrendering to the divine calling and releasing things, releasing the past, releasing old chapters, and realizing that old keys don't unlock new doors. Another person here is getting clarity over a situation, which is helping them remember a lot of feelings that was tied to a past situation while they could be dealing with temptation. So I don't know. It's like, I do know. It's like one person is going through an awakening about their feelings pertaining around a different person. And then another person here is releasing, I don't know, it could be the person that got hurt in whatever situation this was for a person going to a good temptation. That person could be releasing and forgiving and no longer repressing their emotions, but more so reflecting and healing. Whereas this other person isn't repressing their emotions, but they are, with temptation, going through a remembrance about their emotions, about a person, place, or thing. It's a lot of clarity coming out. It's a lot of truth coming out. And it's this energy of no love lost, no love found. I'm telling you, like, after you go through heartache and then you start to reflect and heal and stop repressing things, it gives you a sense of freedom. It also gives you a sense of clarity, too. Thank you. That's what this is. No love lost, but no love found. I don't wish you ill, but I don't wish you here either. Whereas, like, somebody wishes you were there, you don't wish they were there. I don't know. It's this type of energy of, like, shit, you brought heartache and pain. You brought chaos and confusion, illusions, deceptions. And somebody went into a situation where they got what they gave. You get what you give type of energy. And now this person's going through an awakening about how they feel and lost love they had. And somebody like, look, man, I'm cool. Like, once I healed you, if I gotta heal from you, baby, I put you behind me. If I gotta heal from you, there might not ever be another me and you once I heal. Because I see you for who you are. And I acknowledge the betrayal. I acknowledge the heartache, the pain. I acknowledge everything that you did and every action that you did. And it's like I'm not really dying to be there. Somebody, a loving thought, somebody's thinking of you. I'm telling you, somebody is going through a lot of, both parties are reflecting. But the only difference is, you know what this could be too? Somebody was a chaser and somebody ran away from a person, right? And now that their tables have turned, this person's running and this person's chasing, whether that be energetically or physically. So it's like the person that's running, genuine, is like, look, man, I don't give a fuck. If anything, if I'm thinking about the past, I'm reflecting and healing so I can release it. Whereas this other person is like, if I'm thinking of the past, that person is so warming. Positive news and a positive outcome. Somebody here expects some positive news coming up and a positive outcome where you've been, you could apply for something. You could be waiting on something to transpire. Expect a positive outcome for whatever this is for a person. Or it could just be positive news come when you really need it. Illusion. I'm telling you, I cannot make this up. It's like somebody is acknowledging you came with a lot of illusions. You lacked accountability. You lacked self-examination. You couldn't even examine yourself, but you pick and pray at everybody. You pick everybody else's life apart, but one thing you lack is self-accountability. Can't even look at the mirror and look at yourself, but this person could have judged this person or picked at this person's character. But really, in reality, they didn't even see you're easily seduced. You go for temptation too easily. It's this type of energy where, okay, you know how you see situations where a person's dating a person and then they look at all the flaws in the person that they're dating. and they pick at that person or they call their flaws out consistently, right? But that person usually lacks looking in the mirror and looking back at themselves. It's this type of energy. Somebody was really in a distorted energy. So of course they picked and preyed on everybody else, but they could not look back at themselves. But now somebody's going through an awakening, and it's more so looking at themselves and realizing the illusions that they brought to the table, the deception that they brought to the table, the distorted energy that they brought to the table. Whereas this other person like, no love lost, no love found. I'm telling you. Somebody got something got revealed in somebody's dreams recently. Somebody got some type of insight and breakthrough. Letting go restrictions and fear. I'm telling you, it's this type of energy of somebody, something that could have got exposed in somebody's dream recently was somebody's seduction, temptation, or like I said, somebody's dealing with seduction in the now. And somebody ancestors could have came through and cleared something up in dream field, and that's what's making a person reflect on the past and remember a lot too. Because something got revealed, insight, a breakthrough, or like I said, it's just this energy of something's getting revealed, somebody's reflecting, and they're remembering these past feelings for a person, place, and or thing. Whereas this other person detached from the fuck shit, they letting go. They realize that something brought a lot of restrictions and fear. It's like shit. Me holding on to you is blocking my blessings. Clearing away obstacles, protection. And I'm telling you, somebody's really protected. And a part of your protection could have been this person not being in your life anymore. Sometimes we don't see what confirmation. Sometimes we don't see what we being protected from, and we fight and fight and fight to have people in our life, but we don't see how they hindering our growth or hindering our blessings. So somebody ancestors guided somebody or hindering our mental health, hindering our world that's inside, making you question yourself, question your character, question your reality, gaslighting energy. So somebody ancestors guided somebody to let somebody go. Or stop chasing, stop holding on to something so tight to the point where you don't even see you losing grip internally. It's that type of energy where somebody didn't really see how something was hindering them internally. You wonder why you suppressing emotions until it's this energy of walking on eggshells around the person, place, and or thing. I check it out on my old time. I'm letting my music just shuffle play so my ancestors can communicate, or y'all's. Locked out of heaven. Somebody here, you don't go without. It's this energy of like, I mean, I got everything that I want and I desire, but my needs are always met. And somebody is walking in their naked truth, which is making somebody whole. Because I mean, if I go through life acting like something I'm not or trying to please other people, those be the people that be at war with themselves. They're not happy with themselves because they can't be themselves. Because if they start, you gotta think, if I sell an illusion to a person that I'm something, and then I try to come out and be my naked truth, my authentic self, I don't know if that person's gonna accept me because you're accepting the mask that I put on. You know what this is? Somebody energetically let somebody go, which made somebody go through an awakening. They're going through a transformation. I'm telling you, somebody is very whole with being themselves. But somebody let somebody go, which helps somebody go through an awakening. But get back right, but you don't know what to do. They feel like they walked out of heaven because now their path is being revealed. But that was your protection, because if they knew who you were to them, they would have handled you differently. And that was a test for them. How are you going to treat this person if you don't know the truth about this individual? So now that this person's out of this person's life and they went through an awakening about who this individual is to them, heavy on the regret in the air, heavy on the damn, like, shit, I went for temptation. Like, I thought temptation was my one all be all, but I'm realizing that shit was built off an illusion. It's this type of energy. Whereas this other person really let this person go. Damn, I know that in my heart it's a reality. I didn't treat her like she wanted to be treated. And I don't know, this just more so pushed this other person into being their authentic self. Somebody could have went through situations where they were around people and people didn't really accept them for who they really were. They they somebody could have got called weird a lot. Weirdo, weird for being yourself. Or you always had people trying to change you. Hey. Somebody always has somebody trying to change them, whether it's change the way you talk, change the way you walk, change the way you do your hair, change the way you dress. Somebody always has somebody critiquing them and trying to change them just from being their authentic self. So this taught somebody to be confident in their skin and be their authentic self. It's just more so with this energy of you could have allowed these people to change you and been like, man, this just ain't working for me. This just is not me. Like, I can't be who you want me to be because I'm not happy being who you want me to be. And I don't know, it's like the older, the wiser a person, you might not like, I don't know what you mean. The wiser a person got, the more they realized that they were more so at peace with being themselves, and being unique is a gift. Being unique is a blessing. It's not you trying to mold me into another individual. I love being myself. Or somebody really went through like a battle with love and self, accepting self, and now that they went through that battle, baby, they walk in that shit with confidence, authority. Like, I ain't gonna let you change. What? If you don't accept me, baby, then we just ain't for each other. That's just what it is. I don't know what to tell you. And you know what this could be too? Somebody, this is particular for somebody. When you were dealing with a lover, you feel like you had to change yourself to be for this lover. But now that person walked away from a situation and is being their authentic self, this person still got feelings for you being your authentic self, because that's what initially attracted this person in. Before you got around this person and this person started trying to critique you and point out all your flaws, you were being your authentic self. Or you were being what everybody else told you you should be. But the more you heal and transform, the more you're being your authentic self. Okay. Okay. So I don't know, it's the type of energy where somebody dealt with somebody and residuals, whatever. It's a Chris Brown song. Somebody went through an awakening, but too late. When a person ain't around no more, when a person let them go, cleanse them out their energy, cleanse them out their life, cleanse them out their space. Your projection does not make my character, babes. I do wish you well, though. So this is what this is. This is what this is. Affirmations. Yeah, somebody realized who they married in their past life. So a hidden path, I'm telling you. Somebody went through an awakening, but too late. Somebody here, keep focused on your dreams. Somebody's been working. Somebody got like a side hustle, a business, something that they've been working on. Keep focusing on your dream, because you're going to reach some type of milestone or accomplishment that you've been trying to reach. Do not give up on yourself. Please don't. I love this for you. Heavy on the protection. Somebody here, your protection is people don't know who you are when you're in their life. And it don't matter, like, if you tell a person, oh, I'm divinely protected, oh, my ancestors don't play about me. It don't matter what you tell a person. They're not going to believe you, but that's because your ancestors is cloaking your energy while you're around these people. That's their test of how they're going to treat you, of whatever season that you're in your life. So when you're around people, people don't know who you are, but when you're away from people, your truth get exposed. Truths come out. Truths unravel when you walk away from situations. No, I don't actually. I know. I mean, just because you don't understand, you'll cross this bridge again when you're ready. I don't force my journey on people. I'm here doing what I'm supposed to. No, I don't want to use this tag. I might use it later. That is not true. Why are you here? My thing is, I'm in my own space. I'm doing my readings as I'm supposed to do, as I'm destined to. And you're just here trolling. It just don't make sense. If you don't like it, just leave. I'm not forcing you to stay here at all. Just skedaddle. Anyways, I just don't get it. I don't get trolls. So that's what this is. That's what this is. And you know what? I love that for this other person because if you gotta alter yourself and change who you are for an individual, okay, granted, when you're with a person, you're supposed to grow for the best. You're supposed to be growing. You're not supposed to stay stuck and stagnant. It's just not the relationship for you because we're supposed to be evolving, whether we're with somebody or not. So if you feel like you gotta change who you are and pick apart your character, and that could make a person very insecure because you won't feel like you're good enough for this individual unless you're changing who you are. And by the time you look up, you think a little compromise. I don't know. What you compromise in the beginning, right? What you may view as a little compromise, you might end up compromising more than you intended to in these situations. So I think it's always best to be your authentic self, and the wrong people will be weeded out of your life. Boundaries. This helps somebody set some boundaries too, or somebody here. You are in a season of setting boundaries right now. Setting boundaries on your energy, not allowing everybody in your energy and access to your energy. Setting boundaries with people around you that you never really had boundaries or you used to people please. Oh my goodness, you are just a troll, aren't you? I'm not lonely. No, I just don't give everything a reaction. Everything does not deserve a reaction. It shows the it shows the people that lack emotional intelligence, emotional control, and the people that don't. Everything don't deserve a reaction in my eyes. You can control my whole day if you can control my emotions. That's just me personally. All right, what else? Panda boundaries. Your space is sacred. Guess who overstay their welcome, impact your aurora, and you have energy right to stand your ground. Your needs are important. You must nurture your soul with the same gentle love and support you offer others. I mean, at the end of the day, just how you feel, that's your perception, and you're here for a reason, and you've been here for a while, so maybe it's just a calling on your life to expand your mind and versus seeing things from one point of view. You know, at the end of the day, how I feel about religion-based individuals, you could believe in what you believe in. I cannot tell you what saved you. I can't. And I'm not going to try to sit here and convince you of, oh, well, here's the facts behind religion. No, because that could have saved you. That could have helped you out of some really dark spaces. So I don't post judgment on what people believe in. And I think you should take that advice. You could miss out on some dope people, some dope lessons of what your God could be trying to give you confirmation. Your God could be trying to give you a message through another individual. And just because you judge a person's belief system, you could miss out on the message that you've been praying for. Yeah, like me too, David. Me too. Like I'm just saying, like, you never know how your prayers are gonna get answered, how the things that you've been asking for answers to is gonna get answered. So I wouldn't overlook an individual because their belief system is not the same as yours. I wouldn't do that. Because you can miss out on the whole messages that's for you. Posting judgment. And what you believe in, I doubt your God post judgment. Don't shoot the messenger. Okay, Ladybug, luck. Somebody here got a lot of good luck coming in. Oh, let me go back to boundaries. Somebody here is setting boundaries for their space. Somebody could be also setting boundaries of who they allow in and out their home. Because realizing, like, energy sticks to people. people could bring energy into your home. And like, let's say a person's just around you, monitoring you, you'll realize when that person leaves, you got flies and gnats appearing out the blue. That's a monitor spirit. So it's this type of energy of just realizing, like, first of all, my home is my peace zone. This is my sacred space. When I ain't got peace nowhere else in this world, I can go home and get peace. So I have to be mindful of who I'm letting in and out of my home. That's the first thing. Second of all, my energy is sacred. So I gotta watch who I'm allowing in and out of my energy. I need to set boundaries around my energy. Then you wonder why people is coming in and out of your energy. No, like, your energy is sacred. Another thing is somebody needs to stand their ground, and that's what boundaries are for. Boundaries are more so where that energy of, like, a people pleaser is done people pleasing, so they set boundaries with a person. Because boundaries is for you, not the other person. So if a person get offended by you setting boundaries with them, they benefited off your brokenness. And they wanted to keep you there of what they most benefited at, you being broken. So somebody here, you nurture and you pour in everybody else and you support everybody else and you always showing up for everybody else. But sometimes, and this is this type of energy, if they support and they show up, even when they want to say no, they still do. But you never know when you want to say no to something, that could be your intuition protecting you from something. But this is somebody's energy where you show up and you always showing love to everybody else, even when you want to say no. A person invites you somewhere, you go, even when you don't want to go. So somebody's ancestors saying, all that love you're pouring out to other people, baby, pour that back into yourself and stop people pleasing people. No means no. And if you want to say no, say no. And don't feel bad for saying no. People pleasers, when they start setting boundaries, they usually feel bad for saying no to motherfuckers. Because you're so used to always showing up and saying yes to people. So you feel like it becomes like an obligation to you. Of this is what I'm supposed to do. Like, I'm a giver. You could be a giver, granted. But don't overgive and overpour. Hi, Paul. Girl, I'm dealing with trolls. I am dealing with trolls. Thank you for the subscription. Um, oh my goodness. Okay, anyways. Somebody here got a lot of good luck coming. A lot of good luck coming. I'm loving that. Like, your goals are finna start manifesting. Your dreams are finna start coming into fruition. It's just things are gonna flow at a natural pace, so let them flow in divine timing. But your wishes, you could start seeing your wishes coming true in tricklets. Like, one wish will come true and you be like, damn, okay, that means I'm closer. Somebody here is this energy where they want all their manifestations at once. They want all their wishes to come true at once. But divine is giving it to a person in tricklets. Hey, how are you? Hi, Grand Rising. How are you? I see you're back. Don't worry, the trolls should only be worried about me. Oh, girl, I missed you real bad. I just did a video of how to make homemade pine saw. You should definitely look at that, okay? I am bugging it. Frog transition. Somebody could see frogs, or somebody could live by a body of water. Whether that be the little ponds in the complexes and this little pond and the frogs be in the water. Whether somebody live by a lake or somebody live in a state where there's beaches. Because all states ain't got beaches. Let's get that clear. Thank you, boo. So this is a powerful time of change. You are being called to connect with the world of emotions and feminine energy. You may also need to engage a process of cleansing, whether it's physically, emotionally, spiritually, or energetically. Then I say somebody is cleansing somebody out their energy. Once and for all, I'm letting you go. No love lost, no love found. So basically anything with the water, no, that's everywhere. No, I said specifics. I said somebody could have a body of water in their complex. Somebody could live close to a lake, or somebody could live in a state with beaches. Every state don't have a beach. That's not everywhere. You should do research, love. I am great by now. Happy to see you. I'm so happy to see you too. Okay. Okay. You've been trolling me this whole time, baby. You clearly love it here. You clearly want the messages. You clearly do. Some people love me, hate me. Some people are intrigued, and some people want to leave but still stick around. I just do you. Cool guy. Somebody could deal with cougars. Panther, guidance. And somebody could deal with cougars off of the strength of them having mommy issues. Somebody's looking for a mom and a partner. That's specific for somebody. Okay, anyways, you have come into your own power. Now it's time to take the lead of a situation and be strong using your power of intentions. Be clear with your purpose and define where you are heading. Somebody is in their power. Somebody is a leader, but somebody it's this type of energy of the people that's usually meant to be a leader do not like being in a leading position. That's somebody's a leader, but they don't really like being a leader. Like, but you have leader qualities. You, I don't know how to explain it. I do know how to explain this. It's this type of energy of the person that's a leader likes being in the background. They don't really like being seen. But even without you trying to be seen, your qualities, everything about you shows how much of a leader you are. Somebody could have had that issue where they worked at a job and you more so you might have people that you talk to, but you more so try to stay to yourself, and they always try to put you in a leader position, or people naturally gravitate towards you because of your qualities, and it just only intensifies the more you get wise. Somebody's in their calling, but it's like, I don't really want to do that calling, but I know I gotta do that calling. This is it's my calling. Some places on earth, please don't shower for a whole day because the little water they need to drink. That's true. It's absolutely true. It's so true. It is true. Be grateful for all because you never know where other places where they're lacking it. So somebody here is being guided to stay in a leader position, or somebody shows up, but they don't show up 100%. They be like, yeah, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna make my appearance today, and then they gotta recoup in isolation a couple of days. I so get that. I get it. I get it. I do. Like, man, I'm trying to be around people all the time. Sometimes I need me time. I need me time, man. I ain't trying to be around people all the time. Like, yeah, granted, I know this is my calling. I know I'm destined to be a leader. I know I am a leader. I see my qualities. I see my power. But being around people 25/8, that ain't for me. Heavy on a transition, bat and frog. Somebody could have recently found bats in their basement. Or this could have been somebody during childhood could have had bats in their basement at a period of time, or just found some bats, or seen bats flying around at night. Bats have beautiful spiritual meanings, by the way. And if somebody's seen bats recently, it just means that you got a connection from the physical to the spiritual, outer worldly. I love that. Okay, you must pay attention to the signs around you. The transition may seem frightening at first, but you must let go of old habits and patterns that no longer serve your highest calling. They will only hinder your growth. Whereas somebody is transitioning, but somebody got to let a lot of things go. And it's just off the strength of these things is hindering a person. For real. It's not doing you no good, but it's not doing... Somebody watched that movie, I Can Do Bad by Myself. Because somebody here, you could do bad by yourself. You could do good by yourself. You don't need these people around you. If anything, they're hindering you. Because these people are not growing, or they're growing for the worse. Some people literally stay stagnant. Like, that works for them. They feel like the life that they built up to whatever point got them there, and they're comfortable where they at. So they stay where they at. And these are the type of people that don't really change and transition unless they're pushed out their comfort zone, or a situation arises and it makes them have to grow and elevate their mentality. Or if it don't, they'll stay where they at and stay comfortable. My business logo is If you stay where you're comfortable, you'll see no change. It ain't worded like that, but yeah. Somebody, a buffalo, abundance. Heavy on the abundance. I love that. Abundance and liberation are finally on the way. It comes to you now to remind you of the amazing manifesting power of gratitude. You will always have plenty when you express gratitude to every part of creation. Somebody here, the more somebody got a baby like colic or like real gassy fiber. Anyways, somebody here is very abundant. You are being liberated for the things that was taken from you, the things that were stolen from you, the things that were stripped of you, the things somebody could have had to start over, and you're literally rebuilding. Or this is something that didn't occur where I had to start over and then I'm picking myself back up and then I got to start over and then I'm picking myself back up. Somebody's being liberated because you're very abundant. You have an abundant spirit. The thing is, if we don't work on our spirit, you could meet some people that they got an abundant spirit, but it seems like they lacking in abundance, right? But it's because it's have yet to manifest. This person had lessons to learn. Somebody's lucky and abundant as fuck. And it's somebody's being liberated. Heavy on the liberation. Confirmation. Somebody is so grateful for everything. I mean, it's off the strength of like, if I know how it feels to lose it all, I'm gonna be grateful for what I do have because I know I don't have to have this. My ancestors don't have to bless me. I know how bad it can be, and I know how bad it was for me. I know how I didn't have it. So I'm grateful for it all. And somebody expresses gratitude a lot, which is also inviting in blessings because it's the vibration, it's the frequency, it's the energy. For example, I'm grateful for $1. I'm grateful for a penny. I'm grateful for $1,000. Whatever the portion is, I'm always grateful, which is also bringing somebody else in abundance because you're showing gratitude to the universe. And with the gratitude gets met with more blessings. It's this type of energy. Girl, yes. Yes. I love this for somebody. Somebody is really abundant. It's just yet to play out for somebody. We'll go out this deck. I'm telling you, somebody is awakening. Somebody's awakening to their calling. Somebody release that calling. Cleanse that person out their energy. Baby, I let you go. Mm-mm. Can I take you on a date? Mm-mm. Jagger Growth. What is this song? I got the moves like Jagger. I got the moves like Jagger. What do you say? Don't mean to try to control you. Something, I don't know. Somebody who you brought light to somebody lonely hearted is. You threw out the lifeline just in the nick of time. Somebody here walked away from a situation in the nick of time. Things could have, like I said, it's this energy of things crumble when you walk away. People don't realize, okay, somebody got like a grandmother, a deceased grandmother, or like a motherly figure. But this energy was the mold to the family type of energy where if the family have fallouts, this particular ancestor would bring people together. Like they were always the one that did they family hostings at their house. I don't know, it's this energy of togetherness, unity. Whereas like even though we on separate ends of the fence, this particular ancestor always found a way to bring everybody in the same room, peace and harmony in the same room, and always went out their way to be the mold of the family, the glue of the family. That's somebody ancestor. That's specific for somebody. I don't know who that's for, but that's specific. Whether it's an auntie, a grandmother, shit, it could be a mother. Somebody ancestor always went out their way to just try to make sure they bend bridges, fix broken relationship dynamics where people come to them and they know, oh yeah, you ain't talked to what you call it. Well, I think you should talk to them because it's this type of energy where somebody and you like, no, like it's the principle. What do you mean? It's the fucking principle. Well, you know, life's short. That's somebody's ancestor energy. Life is long. We don't manifest short lives. Confirmation. Okay. But that's somebody ancestor. I don't know who that's for. Okay, anyways, Zebra, open-mindedness. There is more than one way of looking at things. You must be ready to accept alternate viewpoints and new ideas. You must open your eyes to new ideas and new ways of resolving problems. Didn't I just say this too? See, Spirit be making people without an example. Somebody got made out an example. Whereas like somebody here need to be practice being more open-minded, because it's like praying for answers, praying for solutions. Your ancestors drop a person in your life to give you the answers, and then you're closed-minded to what you've been praying for, that you overlook what the answers right in front of you. That's somebody's energy. Jagger, this is the last one. Somebody's been growing, but like I said, it's just this energy. Like when you walk away from situations, purpose, people, shit crumbles. Truth hit the fan. First of all, you was put there to expose truth. Somebody here is a divine being. You are truth. You operate out your truth. You speak truth. You speak light. It's this type of energy. And somebody threw off the lifeline, said, fuck that, I'm going to pull the plug. I'm cool. Somebody had an ancestor that got the plug pulled on them. Like, they could have been brain dead type of energy, or I don't know, it's just this energy of that's what they wanted. Do not resuscitate. It could be that type of energy. Or somebody just had an ancestor that got the plug pulled on them because the family thought that that was what was best to do. There's some type of ancestor here. But like I said, somebody here just, when you walked away from a situation, like I said, and somebody walked away, but they didn't walk away energetically. But then over time, they started reflecting, healing. They started to release and surrender. That left room for this person to go through an awakening, because they didn't have your protection on them. They didn't know you was taking karmic hits for them while they was reaping your good karma. See, that's why I said your ancestors don't let people know who you are when you're in their life, because they'll treat you right. They'll hold on to you off the strength of, if they know that having you in their energy and you're abundant, you're this abundant energy, you bring blessings where you go, you bring protection where you go, you think they're gonna let you go? Some people even take it as far as trying to take motherfuckers out. That's where you got the sacrifices in the music industries and shit like that. Like that's where it don't just happen in music industries. That shit happens in people's lives every day. Destiny swapping. That shit happens not just in the music industry, no. Just a lot of people is not aware of shit like this. So I don't know, it's just this type of energy. Is somebody ancestor here who a person was for their protection. And the truth came out about this person when they were away from the situation. But like I said, if they knew who you were, you think they would let you go gracefully? Hell no. Mm-mm. Somebody listen to rock and roll. Because I know. Or somebody like country music. Somebody got a country playlist or got country in their playlist. Or they got some country songs that they like, or somebody likes country. That's a part of their everyday listen music. Or somebody had an ancestor that liked country music. They had 2 separate playlists, or 3. Country, sexual, and a hip hop. Or old school. Take it how it resonates. Alright, what else? I love this for the collective. Hey, whoever this is for, remember, spiritual key, as in me, told you gonna make it, baby. And when you in that position, remember them words in your head like, bitch, you doing a good job. You doing your fucking big one. See your seeds grow. Somebody here been planting seeds and planting seeds and planting seeds, and they feel like they weren't getting a reward for the seeds that they've been planting. It's like this type of energy of like, some plants, you see immediate results. You start seeing the roots sprout out within days of watering it, and you know, whereas some plants take a while for it to sprout. Somebody was more so planting in long-term investments. I can see I made a big mistake. You take your love away. Okay. Like I said, somebody here, you are going to see a lot of things that you've been pouring into, planting seeds into, growing and sprouting. It's this type of energy if somebody's not seeing fast results. I said somebody's this energy of like, you're seeing tricklets of your blessings coming in. Somebody doing just fine without you on their mind. You seeing your seeds grow, honey. But you're going to start seeing it. It's this type of energy of tricklets and then you're going to just take off. It's like building momentum where it's like, you think of a plant and go in stages where it's that little ass root. Then it grows more. Then it grows more. Then it grows more. And then when it gets big enough, you start seeing you start reaping from the plant way more than what you ever did. Let me keep my foot down because I got to be on standby for me. Somebody here could start seeing their seeds planting in the seeds growing in the spring. But like I said, somebody's this energy that they want to see instant results. Like you plant seeds and you plant seeds and you plant seeds, or somebody, this is something that you've been working on for a while now. But you're gonna take the fuck off. Period. And I love that for you, collective. I do. Rabbits could be significant because somebody could see rabbits, have a pet rabbit. They're cute and cuddly, but see from a higher perspective. You know what this is? Somebody been planting seeds in something for a very long time. Or somebody's been working at something and it's not like, it's not giving, it's your blessings are protected. It's not giving fast results, or it's not giving, I'm where I want to be at from what I've been doing. Or I'm not making the finances to keep maintaining this. It's this type of energy. Um, or I'm just not seeing the growth. I'm seeing little growth, but I'm not seeing the growth that I want to see. Somebody's really hard on themselves. Somebody holds themselves to a high standard. Somebody holds their vision to a high standard. So it's this type of energy of if I don't see my vision planned out how I envision it too, somebody's perspective can get shot. Or it's like this type of energy of like dreams being shot down because it's like it's not producing as much as you want it to. But the way I'm envisioning this is, it's like tricklets and tricklets and tricklets. And when you think of like a fruit tree, it grows and it grows and it grows. Somebody been working on something for years because fruit trees grow over the years. But then once it's actually in this full potential, because somebody's in their calling, once it's in this full growth lane, an apple tree, you see apples dropping like it's just so, it's excessive at this point. You have so much of it. Somebody do not give up. You're seeing little growth, little growth, little growth. You're in the tricklet stage. But baby, once you take off, it's going to take off and you're going to have more than enough. But you need to see this from a higher perspective here. Don't let the physical fool you. Please don't let the physical fool you. Star ancestors. Somebody could be connected to like the galactic family stars, the moon. Somebody could be connected to that. Follow the voice of your soul. I don't know. It's this type of energy of like, the reason you've been planning into this, you've been doing this for a while because your soul, it's aligned with your purpose, your soul, what you're supposed to be doing. And it's like, internally, I know I'm going to make it. I know I'm going to be something. But what I'm seeing, I don't know if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know. It's just, let's see. I do know. I need to stop telling myself I don't know, y'all. Yes, like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn your post notification bell button on, especially if you've been here for a while. Yeah, somebody just needs to, somebody could see eagles and hawks. You are not alone. Angels and ancestors are all beside you. Like I said, somebody's blessings is very much protected. Trust your talents and changing times. I'm telling you, somebody, your blessings are so protected, honey. Can't nobody stop what's for you. It's just coming in divine order how it's supposed to. Especially if you got to release people, learn to set boundaries around your energy. Because if you think about it, if I like boundaries and I make it big, the people that's there to take and take and take, and I'm saying yes to things I want to say no to, they're going to take and take and take, and you're going to be sharing blessings with people. You give all your blessings away off the strength of you don't want to say no to a motherfucker. You feel bad for saying no when you really want to say no. So this is your protection where you're getting it in tricklets and tricklets and tricklets, but you're not getting it because you still got to get rid of people. You still got to set boundaries with people around you. You're just learning the lessons to get up to this point of success. So you're not people pleasing when you get to the top. Mm-mm. Or easily guilt tripped. That could be another reason why a person don't want to say no, because you'll hear somebody sob story or them guilt tripping you and then you just cave. But it's because you have empathy. You have a heart. But you gotta learn to decipher between the real and the fake. Between the person that like their problems because they like. Some people like their problems. They don't want no solutions to their problems. They only want what they want. It's like a person. I just saw a post on Facebook. Actually, I've had a lot of downloads recently. One of the downloads I seen is a woman that's physically abusive, and she called the police and played victim. That's one situation. Another one I seen was this dude. His baby mama was like, "I need $500 for groceries," and he like, "I already know what she gonna spend it on: weed, things she don't need, weed, alcohol, her new boyfriend's tank, X, Y, and Z, right?" And okay, that's another conversation for another day because I was gonna branch off. Let me get to the point. So what he did was he went out and he bought a whole bunch of groceries, $500 worth of groceries. He put it on her porch, and she went off on him talking about, "You're inconsiderate." Whoop, whoop, whoop. You see the sob story? She said, "Well, we need." The sob story was, "Yeah, because I ain't got no food in the house to feed your kids, and your kids need food, and they need stuff to eat." So he go out his way. He buys $500 worth of groceries and drop it off on her porch. Then the switch up came because what she was telling him she needed the money for was not what she needed the money for. But she used the kids as a pawn to try to get the money until he actually produced what she said she needed it for. It could be that type of energy. Not necessarily that situation, or that could be significant to somebody, baby mama, baby daddy, lover, dynamic, take it how it resonate, or family. Or this could just genuinely be somebody here, you're empathic. So you give and you give. It's to 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. Somebody is singing. They're going to need to be right. Somebody here. Trust in the higher forces. Like I said, your ancestors is helping you pull through and actually manifest your goals. But don't give up on your goals, okay? Just because you're not where you want to be. You're hard on yourself. Somebody's a hard ass. Whereas this other person has somebody, this is another energy where somebody always got to be right about stuff. Got to put my phone on charger. That in divine time, and they're learning too, that they're not always right about everything. Stand your ground, yeah. Because somebody here, peacekeeper. Somebody's a peacemaker. I did a reading about a peacemaker not keeping the peace no more. Confirmation, which is somebody here, whomever, 444 on the clock, protection. Somebody's very fucking protected, baby. Very fucking protected. Blessings, very protected. Heavy on it, you can't take shit from me. Somebody here was a peacemaker, and I spoke about a peacemaker, and I even put two reels if you've seen them. You're standing your ground in the situation. You're not keeping the peace in some type of situation, and that's a part of setting boundaries too. Somebody shedded old aspects of themselves. Somebody's just realizing that that old you, that old paradigm of you, that people pleasing you, the lack of boundaries you, the lack of loving self, lack of leadership qualities you, got you ran over a lot, stepped on, walked over. Taught somebody to stand up, stand tall, stand on 10 while everything falls, stand your ground. Trust in the higher forces because things are being exposed. And people are realizing they weren't right. Somebody wasn't right about you. Somebody had their mind made up because they felt like they was always right and they were wrong about you. Or they showed up wrong in a situation because they thought they was right. And they thought their only way of thinking was the only way that the world operates, the only perspective. Somebody's seeing things from a shattered view. When you look at glasses or a mirror and it's shattered, you're going to see the cracks and the crevices versus a brand new pair of shades or a brand new mirror. The view will be different. So that's what this divine timing factor is too, because a lot of truth is hitting the fan and somebody's realizing they was wrong about you the whole time, baby. Gotta lose to win. Somebody walked away from somebody. Never had to afford me. Mm-mm. Sometimes you gotta lose to win. I took a loss when I let you go, but I won in the end because I let you go. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. It felt like a loss when I was letting you go because my heart was in it. But when I got away and got a better view, I altered my view. I realized I really took a dub. That's somebody energy. They ain't willing to make it last. Sometimes you gotta lose to win again, baby. If he makes you cry, somebody was intentionally making somebody cry, and all you do is fight. Somebody would start fights with a person, or somebody knew that if they did low blows in an argument or started fights with you, somebody was more emotional than the other individual. They'll cry. So somebody did that shit intentionally to get that rise out of you. They operate off of reactive abuse. Whereas if you getting a reaction, they know you care. They do shit to get a reaction, to get a rise out of you. Somebody has to go. You're always up to no good. Maybe it'll take someone else to show me that time. Okay. I like that, Tasia. Okay. Actually, what I want to do is pray. Let go of the need to be right. Sometimes you gotta need to be right. Right? I say somebody misread somebody. Somebody can karma for how they treated a person, how they read somebody down. Somebody, because judgment, fairness, lovers. This could be a lover situation. Deceit. Ooh. Caught up just in his life. Thinking what's the difference? Why am I not interested? Because when you've been broke and you feel like no one can fix this, somebody put somebody in competition intentionally. Somebody was more emotional. The person that was getting misjudged was more emotional. The other person was logical. It's funny that people that say they believe TMH or Jesus thinks that God didn't create it. Girl, I learned to ignore these people, because at the end of the day, if that's what they believe in, it's like they're walking contradictions to me. Now, I'm not speaking on all religious people, but I'm speaking on the ones that Bible thump and they judge people, right? But what they believe in got judged. God literally, they feel like he died for their sins that they do now, right? God literally put on a cross, misjudged, tortured, But he hung out with all crowds. He hung with the pimps, the prostitutes. He hung with everybody, right? But then they turn around and be the oppressor of what they be the oppressor of what they believed in was being oppressed by. Huh? Key, they need help, and yes, it's not all. Please don't misunderstand me. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm just speaking in general because this is a live reading. So for my future viewers, they probably ain't gonna see my live comments. I get what you're saying. I know it's not all. We know that. Right? We understand and understand. They do. It's just it's so contradicting. You ever go to a church and you got that church crowd that they judge you when you walk in. They judge the way your clothes are, the way you talk, the way you do your hair, and it's like, damn, how are we coming into a space that's supposed to be deemed sacred and safe? But you're judgmental. You're not making it safe. You're not even making it welcoming. You judge everything that come in. Oh, your skirt is above your knees. Well, damn. I want to show a little skin. What they got to do with you? Jesus didn't die for people to be able to sin. He died because their ancestors sinned. The church has nothing to do with God. It don't. I feel like if you have your own connection to what you believe in, that's the most authentic thing there is. A most authentic connection. Because you could be misled by anything, anybody, any church. You could be very misled. You could be getting taught by people that's hypocrites of what they're teaching and living a whole different lifestyle of what they're preaching. You ever seen stories of pastors preaching about X, Y, and Z, and then you turn out and they doing fraud behind the scenes. They using money from the church baskets to fund a lifestyle they can't maintain without their people. They fucking molesting people behind the scenes. It just it's insane to me. It really is. I don't know. It's like these people turned into the people what they believed in oppressor. But they don't see. That's what I was talking about, self-examinations. A lot of people don't see the faults in their errors. A lot of people can't hold themselves accountable. I've been through it all, so I know. Girl. See, it take us walking through experience to gain that wisdom. That's why when you understand that, you do things with intention. You don't go out and create the same pain that you felt on other people. Because I'm doing shit with intention. But people that lack intention, lack integrity, lack accountability, they do shit and just hurt people without intention. Exactly, girl. Guys, you hear me? It's insane to me. Oh, you looking at? Did you see the troll comments or something like that? So yeah, somebody liked science as a kid. Somebody was really intrigued by science. But fuck that bitch. Damn. Somebody's brave and clever, or somebody tried to use their cleverness to outspark some type of emperor's here, to keep somebody disempowered and fearful energy. It reminds me of the hero abuser scenario. It's a narcissistic abuse. It's an abuse tactic. I realized it because I've been through it during childhood and then adulthood happened, and I seen it where your biggest abusers set up situations where they abuse you, but then they also show up as your hero. So then you overlook the abuse and only look at when they showed up as your hero. Crazy, right? The psychologically fucking a person. I saw them and I took them out. Period. Somebody wanted somebody doubtful as fuck. I was just talking about somebody wanted somebody to always be questioning themselves, questioning their mentality, questioning their character. Somebody was trying to change a person. So if you came in that bitch confident, baby, by the time you left this relationship, they shot your confidence the fuck down. But it was all a part of them making you feel disempowered. The tactics to keep you fearful. Or you know what this could be? Somebody could have had a lover that used to tell them like, ain't nobody gonna want nobody your age or your weight, or I don't know. That could be for somebody where somebody tried to keep somebody insecure in some type of bubble. Yes, that is crazy. What? Somebody here didn't realize the only reason you was fruitless because they kept you in this energy. I said somebody was the abundant energy in the room, but these you were taking their karmic death hits. Meanwhile, they were reaping off your divine energy, your blessings. See, when people come into your life, they reap off your protection. So when you leave their life, they see what their karma looks like without your protection, right? But not only that, you're abundant energy too. Somebody was trying to hold somebody captivity, or somebody knew somebody was in a fucked up situation and played on the fact that they was in a fucked up situation, and that kept the person captive to a person because they felt they could treat somebody any type of way because they were in a fucked up situation. It's crazy when people's want to word F with you on your emotions and your memory. Girl, some people put all this time into manipulating people and playing with people's emotions and feelings. But if they put this time into working on themselves, they'll be a bomb ass motherfucker. And psychologically, they'll be sharp as fuck. Priorities, priorities, priorities. Somebody did this shit to their empress though. And that's what made somebody go through an awakening of who the empress is. What their purpose is. Reckoning. Self-assessment. I'm telling you. Somebody had to sit back and look in the mirror. But it was by force type of energy. Somebody rejuvenated their energy. Thank you. Yes, like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn that post notification bell button on. True. Girl, yes. Some people just, priorities be fucked up. This was somebody destined lover. This is crazy work. Choice is unity. Somebody's very inspirational. So, I mean, it's like trying to pull an inspirational person down. You know what this remind me of? Somebody could have been in a relationship dynamic, but this person trying to pull you down and you trying to pull them up. It's like, damn, I'm doing everything to lift you up. You doing everything to break me down. To make me feel disempowered. That's somebody energy. It's crazy. Well, somebody was always overthinking with a person too. Having uncontrollable thoughts. Like, I don't know, it's this type of energy. If somebody really tried to keep somebody stuck on a low frequency, low vibration, always lying. Somebody else was a liar. Or they tell some truth, some lie. Or just won't tell you. That's lying. Leaving information out and then you find out the truth and then it's like, well, then they trying to micromanage the situation or control the narrative of the situation when they should have told the truth from the get-go. I don't know. They use that as an advantage where it's like, I'm not going to tell you anything. But if you do find out and come to me and talk to me about what you found out, then I can control the information you know because then you'll let me know the information that you know. And it'll, how can I explain this? Somebody's so fucking manipulative. Okay, let's say a person find out some information, then you go and confront your lover about this information that you found out. You let them know all the cards that's in your hand. So then they know how to play them cards because you let them know all the information that you knew. They know how to manipulate the situation based off of what you know. So let's say you only know some of the truth and not all the truth. They're not going to voluntarily tell you all the truth. No. They're going to manipulate the little bit that you do know. Exactly. Yes, this is somebody tactic. This is somebody's tactic against somebody. Like, they don't tell somebody everything. They let you tell them what you know, and then they'll come forward and tell you and manipulate you based off of what you know. But knowing the truth, oh no, they're not gonna voluntarily give that to you. They strategically use tactics to betray you. It's crazy. And they play on low self-esteem people. Or somebody here, when you were dealing with this person, you could have had low self-esteem, which is why you dealt with this for so long. 3 years, 3 months, 8 years, 8 months, 6, 7, or 5, 2 years, or 2 months, or somebody here could be none. Somebody here was always in conflict internally when it came to a person. But I mean, it's just this type of energy of when you're insecure, you can overthink if a person is intentionally putting you in competition, the person mind fucking you. Yeah, you're going to overthink a lot. And they're always bringing tension to you. I said somebody used to start arguing with a person intentionally. I always had some type of rivalry when it came to a lover. Why they don't like me? I don't even know. Like, I'm your broads. Somebody had an ancestor that used to call females broads, like hoes broads. Why your broad don't like me? I'm not even around. Or these were people that intentionally fuck with a person knowing about you. Broad. Why am I picking up on broad? Custom. Chat mama. Yeah, somebody did not tell somebody the truth. Somebody is this energy where they'll sit back and watch you self-destruct, or they'll plant seeds to make you self-destruct. They'll intentionally not tell you the truth to make you self-destruct. Chaos. Somebody brought a lot of chaos to a person's life, and they looked at you loving them as a weakness. You asking, you trying to talk to them and gain clarity from a situation, that was a weakness. That's how they viewed it. Because you were easier to manipulate. Creating disasters in your life, baby. Lack of clarity. Or it's this type of energy of like you could have looked at this lover with innocent eyes and not really looked at the truth of them because of lack of clarity surrounding this situation. Lack of truths. Lack of things that's been going on behind the scenes and behind your back. They ain't do that shit in front of your face. They did this shit behind your back. So your view of them could have been like innocent because I mean you ain't really know what they were doing. But they knew if you had the clarity of what they were doing, you wouldn't look at them the same. You wouldn't even fuck with them. This is a manipulative ass fuck. The Chariot. Yeah, somebody here being compensated, baby. Or this is gonna try to come back into you. This is who's having an awakening right now. But we gonna see though. Okay. I'm gonna look up something real quick. Sorry. I gotta be exact that. Cruel and oppressive government of rule. Cruel, unreasonable use of power or control. Somebody used this to control a person. Confirmation to have power over them. And they were so cruel to a person. Really cruel to a person. How they treated a person was cruel. How they moved about a person was cruel. How they spoke to a person could have been very cruel, reckless. And I don't know, it's like their cruel tactics was to oppress you, keep you disempowered, keep you insecure, keep you in a low self-esteem place, keep you fearful, keep you doubting yourself. Because it's this type of energy of somebody, intuition could have been talking to them, right? And this person to manipulate you to not believe your intuition. You are questioning yourself and you thinking, damn, like I'm an overthinker. Somebody could say, I'm an overthinker. No, you were overthinking, but your intuition was talking to you and you were battling your intuition and trying to ration, rationalize the situation and salvage the situation and completely go against your intuition with this person. Somebody deal with sugar daddies. It's this type of energy with somebody here. You were doubting yourself. You were doubting your own intuition when you was with this person. So you looked at it like I'm overthinking, and really you was battling your own intuition when it came to a situation. Because I mean, it's like this type of energy of believing this person lies and manipulations over your intuition, but you knew the truth the whole time. You knew. I never got on my intuition. I learned my lesson. Yeah, that's what this was. Completion of a cycle. Yeah, you closed this out with the quickness. Not with the quickness. It could have took some years to get up out of this. It could have also took some years to learn your lesson. Girl, yes, me too. My intuition tell me something off, baby. It's off. My intuition saved my life so many times. It's crazy. When it came to lovers back then, I used to question my intuitions, but when it came to near-death situation, my intuition never steered me wrong, and it became so loud, I couldn't ignore it. Like, yeah, nah. But I mastered the lessons of not listening to my intuition in relationships confirmation. So that's for somebody too. For you. Yeah, somebody here, this actually helped the person level up, grow. You perfected yourself, or you perfected your mentality of how you view relationships and people. View yourself. Somebody's coming into recognition too. Or somebody here is getting the recognition that they do deserve for the accomplishments that they built up. Somebody ain't tricking if you got it. Somebody manifestations is coming in. I love this for you. It's like iron sharpen iron. Like somebody's building a skill up type of energy. And it made somebody more self-confident. So the tactics a person used to keep somebody oppressed, insecure, disempowered, really made somebody learn to love themselves and be confident in themselves more. It backfired. You learn how to adapt to different situations. It backfired. Because granted they had you in this season for how long they kept you stuck in this lack energy. But when a person completed the cycle out, started learning about self, loving on self, they started getting more clarity over situation and over their self, and also acknowledging, dang, like, I dealt with this out of lack of self-love, out of lack of clarity. And then truth start to unravel about a person. It's like, yeah, I don't want to. That's why this person's cleansing this person out their energy. It took me a long time, but because it's so accurate, I never second guessed it. I know that's right, honey. I know that's right. Same. And it's just a matter of mastering your skills, mastering your intuition, learning to listen to self, learning to know my body knowing something off, my intuition knowing something off before my physical eyes see it. Girl, yes. So I don't know, it's this type of energy. This really backfired on somebody. Somebody ain't, this wasn't in the playbook. They had the playbook, they thought they seen the victory, but this wasn't. Or somebody's a player. They got a playbook of how they treat every female, every male, how they break them down, and the outcome. And this could have been something that's been passed down through generation after generation after generation. And they see older male relatives did it to women for X, Y, and Z years. And the women are still stuck on the men till today. Still acting crazy, still insecure, still broken down because they never went in, right? This wasn't in the playbook. Because maybe somebody said level up. Somebody was in Empress energy when they was around the person, though. Or just put somebody in their Empress energy. This wasn't in the playbook, baby. You changed the game. This is funny. Somebody's very creative, too. Yeah, this is not in the playbook. Somebody here celebrating is stable. Somebody's been manifesting like a new home. Somebody gonna get a home. And somebody been catching up on their beauty sleep. I said somebody gonna reach some type of milestone. I love this for you. And it's like the community gonna come in and chime in and help a person reach their milestone, or somebody's building their own community. But like I said, somebody here be ready for the opportunities you worked for. This is something that you put in the work for. Like, maybe things are finna start working itself out for you. You had to leave stuff behind. Or you could have looked at this like it was an opportunity, and then when you start to grow, elevate, heal, you start to realize this is something I really need to leave behind. You want to be great? Moving beyond problem solving. Didn't I say this is why somebody is cleansing somebody out their energy? Because I mean, it's like the truth coming out about a person. All the things they did behind your back, all the tactics that they use. Somebody thought somebody was going to stay dumb to their game. Confirmation. Somebody thought that they had somebody where they needed them and had them where they was. Like, once they had you in that bracket, they used to, when they break up with people or they play this game on a person, it's proven to work on many people. So they used to seeing people doing worse or still insecure when they leave them alone, still down bad, still stuck on them, chasing behind them, seeking validation through them. Somebody changed the game, baby. Somebody said, I'm cool. Fuck you. For real, for real. Not even fuck you, go heal. Because I've been doing the work. And it shows you ain't. It's this type of energy of somebody's, it makes somebody disinterested in the person, unattracted to a person when you realize how manipulative a person is. Because you acknowledge the manipulation that's going on. That's this energy. Somebody's like, look, somebody started thinking deeper. Somebody could have actually doing research. Or somebody just was more so tuned into self, which made them research more about themselves. If I can evaluate myself, if I can unbox my trauma, if I can unbox childhood trauma, then it's easier for me to unbox other people around me. It's easier for me to see the manipulation in the room, especially if I can acknowledge things about myself. Somebody moved beyond. That's how. What is that song? See, I found out he was my problem. I came out here to solve him. It's called I'm Out. Somebody solved a problem, and their problem was pouring. They even somebody. Oh, these are good cards. Ooh, this could be a spiritual situationship with a religious person. I don't know. It's this type of energy. If somebody looked at somebody like, yeah, somebody always made somebody belong. Meanwhile, they judged you. You never made them feel like an oddball. They always belonged with you. They looked at you like happiness, lasting success, unconditional love, generous, somebody they could build a family with. Somebody who's always sharing. You could share and share and share even though you ain't got it to give. That's why somebody learning to set boundaries. Somebody was an overgiver, overpouring their emotions to a person. Somebody's very intuitive too. I said this could be like a spiritual with a religious person. Because somebody's very religious, but somebody's very spiritual. Or somebody just have a religious belief system. Only they don't see the spirituality. They don't see eye to eye with that. Somebody felt like somebody broke their own heart trying to play you, trying to one up you. That's funny to me. Now this them, grieving, lost, pitying themselves. Mixed with a lot of different things. Disillusionment because the truth is out. Boy, my hair just went in my mouth. Somebody mourning the loss of you. You feel your grief, but you know that but things will get better. But know that things will get better. Okay, let me see what this is. The Fool card, because that's taking a leap of faith. Oof. Somebody is so intuitive, so kind. Somebody's so sweet. But somebody's really sensitive. Somebody is really sensitive and somebody was logic. So they looked at sensitivity like a weakness. I'm telling you, like, I said this is not in the playbook. Like, yeah, you had the emotions to play with. You stayed them for some time, okay? But you didn't stay there. Somebody's very reflective. So I'm going to reflect over every situation, including how I moved in different situations, too. And somebody realizing they took a leap of faith into some type of illusion. Dissatisfied. Something that keep lying to them. But that's what they did to you, though. This is what they did to you, though. Cunning. I'm telling you, careless. Cunning. Conniving. incompetent to be with you, but they wanted you to feel like you was incompetent to be with them. But they knew that this is this type of energy where they know you're on a different level than them, or they know what you bring to the table is worth more than they could ever give you because they never did the work. I'm not saying this person's not capable, no. I'm not saying that at all. But this person will pull you down below them, beat you down to make you feel incompetent to be with them. So then you're forever chasing them, you forever want them. This is a fucked up. Didn't they tell you all these ideas like, yeah, I'm thinking about the future with us too, and I see you in my future. But they never take action on what they talk about. Or this is a person that have a lot of goals, but they never take action on what they want to do. Then they sit back and gossip too. This person talked about you. I'm telling you, like you made a person belong. Somebody took somebody's kindness for weakness here. This is what this is giving. Kindness, what? Baby, that's just do you though. That's what you do. You play with people that's genuine with you. Let me see something. Not having any serious purpose or value. Yeah, carefree and not serious. Somebody. This is this type of energy you'll be putting in the future with a person that's just living in the moment. And with that, that's risky because at the end of the day, if they living in the moment, they'll jump to something else, and you'll be planning. Somebody was stuck on the plans they had with a person. Meanwhile, a person really they weren't walking in their purpose, and they were just living with them in the moment with the person. Somebody broke their own heart in this situation because now that the person's gone, their kindness has left the room, their loving heart has left the room. They ended up with temptation, and now they pitying themselves. Pity party. Now they grieving. You mourned it when you was with this person. Somebody could have emotionally clocked out before they actually left, or left and then emotionally clocked out when they started to awaken to a lot of things. Because somebody cared and cared and cared and cared and cared and cared and cared until they didn't care no more. Started working on their success, honey. They skill, they craft, whatever they're working on. Somebody got high standards from this too, though. As you should. I mean, it's this energy of knowing what you worth, knowing what you deserve, and knowing what you desire, and knowing what you won't accept anymore. Somebody been through the ringer when it comes to love, which made somebody like, yeah, no, mm-mm. And that's why somebody wanted somebody to feel so goddamn incompetent to be with them when they offered you was breadcrumbs, but they wanted you to feel incompetent. You pouring your heart out, pouring all your resources, all your energy into this person. Meanwhile, they breadcrumb you. When you feed a bird, birds get breadcrumbs. They don't get the whole piece of bread; they get breadcrumbs. That's what somebody did with affection, with resources. I don't know. It's this dynamic where you got a fruitful person, an abundant person, a giver, with a controlling person. It's this type of dynamic. Yeah, somebody's reflecting on how abundant somebody is. Somebody's reflecting on a lot. That's why I said they overly felt this test when it come to you because like I said, your identity wasn't exposed until you was out this person life. They overly failed because baby, not only did they play games with you, they didn't do them. They went above and beyond to fuck over a person here. They went above and beyond to manipulate a person, use strategic tactics to put a person in competition, to betray a person, to lie to a person. They went above and beyond. Baby, they overly failed. Like, that's why I understood the assignment. They didn't. And now that your identity being exposed, all they can do is sit back and think about how they did a person. It reminded me of a video I seen on Facebook. And this dude was talking about woman's intuition and how he's paying karmic debt for all the women he manipulated and had them going against their intuition, all the games he played in competition. He did the whole 9 yards, and he said the karma that he's been reaping. Somebody here, you used to let your emotions get in the way. You were so sensitive that if something was bothering you, it could fuck with your whole day, or it could fuck with your productivity type of energy. That's somebody energy here. Somebody emotions got in the way of a lot. Somebody feeling this loss. Baby, they overly feel. I ain't even gonna lie. Wheel of Fortune. Somebody coming into good karma. Destined for them. I love that for y'all. For my pure-hearted peoples out here. I don't want to use this deck. I said somebody overly feel, baby. Watch how you treat people, man. You never know who a person is. Somebody kept somebody defensive, too. You were always on defense when it came to this person. I'm telling you, this is a person that started arguments intentionally with you, baby. You always have to keep your guard up. Or like I said, it's this type of energy, okay? When a person cheat, right, you leave this person defensive to spiritual attacks. You leave them defensive to like picking up sexually transmitted demons off of another person, and you bringing it back home and wonder why there's chaos and confusion in the home that you're trying to build. It's this type of energy where a person really left somebody defenseless. That was their tactic, though. They wanted you to feel defenseless and not empowered. Somebody didn't want somebody to believe in themselves. Somebody could have gave somebody some game, but not the game they was running on you. Like, I'm teaching you the game. Yeah, you putting me on some gems, but you ain't teaching me what you do. You running on me. Fuck. Somebody thought they was so smooth. You've been hit back. You've been struck by a smooth criminal. Somebody could be a criminal. People tuned in because they realize you're right. Real divine being exposed. Epiphanies and rude awakenings. Somebody here, there's a lot of people that's tuning into you or watching you on your social media platforms because they're realizing you were right about a lot of different things here. Conversations had in the dark came back to haunt a person. Ancestors have found and that's why a lot of people are tuning into you, because a lot of person, I see somebody gossips and gossips and gossips. And there was a lot of conversations had about you in the dark, a lot of gossip about you. But now they realizing you were right. You're really the divine being. Motherfuckers is going through epiphanies and breakthroughs. And that shit biting them in their ass because what they said about you ain't even your character. Baby, the person they seen, or the person that people seen around this person, was a person being manipulated, a person being lied to. It's like seeing a motherfucker, oh, I can't shake them, they on me real bad. Yeah, they ain't never gonna leave me alone. But you forgot to mention the part where you had to manipulate this person, had to constantly tell much lies. Confirmation. You forgot to mention that, though. But you making it seem like this person thirsty over you? No, because you know if your lies, if you told this person the truth, you lose the benefit of this person, you'll lose this person. So you had to lie to keep the benefit of this person. The hell? People like to tell half truths to things. No, tell the whole truth. Somebody's spiritually inclined. So we want a spiritual battle here. 111 new beginnings, alignment and divine guidance. I love that for y'all. It's hey pretty baby, somebody likes Michael Jackson. Somebody gonna get this iPhone 17 or they can eyeballing it. The way you make me feel. Okay. Somebody is spiritually growing. Somebody is very intuitive. A new chapter in your love life, or a beginning of a new relationship for some. A boost of actions, confidence, and motivation. Somebody here won some type of spiritual battle recently, which is also great. It's opening the door for a flood of money, abundance, and wealth to be rolling in. And this could be a new lover too. Somebody being compensated for the fuck shit they dealt with in the past, baby. They just taught you the lessons. Now you know that demon when you see it. Like I said, somebody didn't tell all they schemes and underhanded plots, plans they did. Somebody's a lucid dreamer. Stonewalling. Somebody uses a lot of manipulation with one person. Stonewalling is more so you ask a person a question and they give you an evasive reply, or they just don't reply to you at all. Or somebody could be going to court, because it could be like voiding something too. Somebody here was dealing with a person that was doing separation spells on two people to break people up anyway. So they got what they wanted. Or this could also be that energy of lies, and all that manipulation could be a form of magic. All that being told broke two people up. It was a part of the separation spells. Take it how it resonates. See, through all playing in magic, the illusion is over. Somebody said everybody that was playing in magic, rotten proof all by itself, they fallen by themselves because their spirit was always wicked to begin with. Their spirit was rotten. Rotten to the core, rotten inside. So, I mean, how you can't produce, something rotten can't produce trees and plants, no. Anything is going to rot anything that it comes in its path. Spiritual judge energy heavy on the judgment. Okay, I like this sound. If your new love is not here, baby, this is what it's giving. Somebody tried to do magic on somebody to make somebody look crazy. That's why I said somebody tried to say somebody was crazy, karmic, but they didn't tell all the underhanded things that they did to keep a person stuck. How you calling this person crazy, but you future faking with this person and they holding your word. They holding you to your word, but you call, this is the same mouth you say this person's crazy, but behind the scenes, you acting like you want a whole future with them. You want X, Y, and Z behind the scenes. But when you get around a certain crowd, yeah, I just can't shake this. They're crazy for me. No, if you would have been real, they would have let you go about your business and do what you chose to do. Fuck, somebody's a womanizer. Venting to a person or people who leaking their business, unhinged, scoring family members. So then they was venting to their family that was leaking their information to people. Somebody's trying to block your new love, your new blessings with magic, and that shit failed. All this is failing, baby. Or somebody don't want somebody to go into your love. Maybe you're not finna keep going back and dealing with the same fuck shit on repeat. Motherfucker, this ain't no recycling. Cycle, you know how you, that's a triangle. Somebody tried to triangulate your ass. No, man. Be gone. I wish with all my heart for all the peasant energy to stay far apart. What is that movie? I wish with all my heart. I can't remember. Yeah, somebody here. They did everything to make you feel incompetent. Really, they were never qualified to have you. Somebody didn't love exactly. No things. Girl, that part. Somebody walking. Somebody. Back then, you could have walked in sight, not faith. Or this could be somebody's energy currently. Somebody, a part of a dream, somebody been selling somebody for a very long time, or when y'all was together, was that y'all was going to get married soon. They were looking at rings, or that they really wanted to marry you. They seen family marriage with you, right? But this was a part of them love bombing you. They knew that you held on to marriage. Marriage meant something to you. It held value to you. So that was a part of their love bombing. When a person love bomb, they come in and tell you what you want to hear. They do all the things they know that you love before they start it's the love bombing. That's the idolized stage. Then it's the devaluing. Then it's discard. Then it's hover. Right? This was a part of somebody's love bombing stage where they'll come in and say they want marriage with you. Or that y'all gonna get married soon. Or they were looking at rings or whatever they were saying. It was something pertaining around marriage. But they never intended on doing it, no. They just tried to love bomb you back in because they knew marriage meant something to you and you really wanted to be married. See, they didn't realize that, yeah, marriage means something to you, but it was because you seen marriage with this person. You always loved this person. It's this type of energy where, yeah, I wanted marriage with you. I loved you. If we dating, where are we dating to go? Somebody lives in the moment. You date to marry. This person date for the thrill, the fun of it. The fuck. So that's how somebody kept somebody hanging for a very long time, thinking that y'all would get married one day. But then they go around other people and make it seem like you crazy over them. You can't shake. They can't shake you. They too good for you. The fuck? Yeah, marriage meant something to this person, but it meant more loving the person that they. Marriage meant more marrying a person that I love, that I see a future with. I don't believe in just being married just to be married and say I'm married. No, it's meaningless. That's somebody energy, and somebody played on that shit. Mm-mm. I'm not pissed. It's just an annoying energy. 444 again. Protection. Somebody get you too protected. Your ancestors was not finna let you keep hanging on this fucking fish hook. When it comes to a person, you don't know, somebody tap their leg when they get, you know how you jump your leg when somebody get annoyed or anxious or something. I don't know. Yeah, they too good to be effed up to stay with me. Somebody here, your ancestors ain't playing that. You on your right path. They support you and you're getting a lot of guidance. You're getting a lot of confirmations too. And I heavy on the affirmations. I got my affirmations up. Somebody been saying affirmations. Your manifestations are coming in, or through the affirmations that you've been saying, your manifestations are coming in. Then I say somebody's building momentum. You're building a strong foundation. Would you rather get it quick and lose it just as quick, or get it slow? And I keep saying this on Instagram. Somebody listened to Cardi B new album. Or would you rather build a strong a person that was attacking with witchcraft, right? One of them drank Don Julio. What was the other thing? It was another. It was another liquor. Don Julio was one of them. Cause I don't know people that drink these alcohols. And no, it wasn't Patron. It's a clear liquor. I don't know. It'll come back to me. No. Let me think. Don Julio and it's not Douce. Douce Dark. Okay. Don Julio could be light though, so it really could be a dark. Is it Douce? It's in my notes, so I'll go back and look. Okay. Somebody here is building a healthy bond in a relationship. Building a strong foundation. Somebody here, support during a breakup. Hi. Guiding towards a new relationship, positive change, opportunities in career, hard work, and dedication. Your hard work is going to pay off. Somebody's been really dedicated. Your blessings are protected. What's for you is for you. It cannot be stolen. Those attacks backfired severely. If they keep going, they're going to die off. They're going to die off one by one. Cults, these covens, the people that's involved in this shit. Because somebody's an emotionally intelligent empath called it. What is the fucking liquor? Don Julio. And I think it's like Douce. I think it's Douce. I cannot remember. I really think it's Douce. Because I'm like, I don't know people that drink this shit. Or was it Cavazier?
No, it's not coming out here.
I'll look at my notes and I'll say it in my next live. Okay?
Okay. But this is the energy. Somebody,
Let me see something. What was said about them?
somebody lying and saying
They in contact with you.
they ain't in contact with you. They lying to their people.
Around them that they talking to you and they not.
No matter how many lust
Spells they do, they'll never get you back. Fate is sealed on this. Playing and abusing magic ain't so fun when you gotta lay on your own sword. That reversed. I'm telling you,
somebody could be in contact with this individual, but this is not
not what this is giving. Somebody tried to love spell somebody, but they never gonna get you back. And fate is sealed on this. And this person is telling people around them, or they telling people that y'all are in contact and that you did a love spell on them.
but you ain't never did that.
Really, in reality, somebody was playing in magic and they facing karmic death.
This is wild.
What else are they saying about the collective?
They saying you changed up due to
The season,
somebody saying you changed up.
up on them. What is that song? It's a song by Lil Zay Summer. He's like, I know it hurt. No, no, no. You ain't get no fuck about me. No.
This song, he's
Basically saying people changed up. Realizing who real. Somebody realizes you real now. That you detached from the fuck shit. And that if you was to ever come back in contact with them, they know you would proceed with caution when it come to them. You would tread lightly when it come to them. They know they'll never get the same you again. But this type of energy, like somebody tried to lie on a person. You ain't talking to somebody, or somebody uses you. They use your name to make their temptation mad. It's this type of energy of like comparing a person to somebody. Baby, why are you mentioning my room? My name in rooms. Or somebody talks about somebody's room. Why are you mentioning my name in rooms? I'm not even talking to you. Why are you using me to make your new missus mad? What the fuck? This person detached from the fuck shit. They, what? Somebody uses somebody's name to keep this new person in line.
whatchamacallit used to do that.
Then they trying to do what whatchamacallit used to do. Baby, you don't see them manipulating you? They trying to keep you in line. This shit is wild as fuck.
Haitian voodoo backfired.
Somebody knows some Haitians can't duplicate authenticity. That failed. Somebody tried to act like you. Alter spells backfired. Somebody having dreams about you. Or say somebody went through an epiphany. And whomever playing this magic, they feel like they ain't got nothing to do. That's why they keep doing it. But they gonna start talking all one by one now.
Look at you doing. Your ass just came back, and your ass getting a little bigger.
Girl, fuck that little nigga. Somebody here you doing better without him. Gaslighting your experience. Somebody tried to gaslight somebody. Gaslighting is when you make a person question their reality. So it's like, you were texting whatchamacallit. That's old. It was Tuesday. That's not old. It is old. That was 2 years ago.
A Tuesday 2 years ago.
And you're looking at the date. They try to make you question your reality. That's gaslighting. Somebody tried to gaslight somebody's experience here. Or whomever was planning this magic tried to gaslight this person. When really in reality, they know what they've been doing. You know what you did. Do I really gotta tell you, man? You're going through body and chain. Girl, get back in your lane. Okay. So yeah, all that has backfired. People are going through epiphanies and breakthroughs. The climate is changing, and not only that, people are ascending.
Okay. Somebody realized.
Who real and who not. I'm talking about the real from the fake. But I mean, somebody awakened way too late. Regression at the bottom of the deck. Dark sources entity turned on them. Time to pay the piper. Behavior or in an immature or childish way to get desired reaction or avoid a responsibility. Somebody will blow up on a person or behave very immaturely to avoid conversations with a person or to get a desired reaction out of you. Somebody operates out of reactive abuse. I keep saying that. Or to avoid to avoid responsibility, period. Whereas like if I blow up a certain type of way and you're a people pleaser or you don't like arguing,
It's gonna
take the it's gonna take the attention off of me and I ain't gotta take responsibility in this situation because you're gonna be trying to fix it. It's that type of energy. You're gonna try to fix it versus hold me accountable.
okay. Let me do the signs out.
Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces,
Aquarius,
Leo. Let's say air signs too. Pisces. What was the other one?
water. Earth page of water cups. Water and air.
Earth, Leo. So this is like an all sign reading for real. Only thing ain't really out is fire. Earth, air, water, Cancer, Aquarius, air signs, fire. All sign reading. Aries, Earth,
Taurus.
Earth, Gemini, Gemini, Virgo.
Air.
So it's like all sign reading air. Heavy air energy, heavy earth and
Heavy on all signs.
okay. Yeah, I'm finna get up out of here though. 111 and 222 could be significant. So that's why somebody's purging somebody out their energy. Like, I'm cool, man. Somebody's life gonna boss up when they really let somebody go. Energetically, all that. You let this person go physically, but it's the energetic part. Somebody is cleansing somebody out and surrendering. Meanwhile, this other person that fucked you over, they the ones going through an awakening. And they see the truth. I said they overly failed, baby. They overly failed. And you start to resent the person that you're with because you realize they was your temptation. Alright, Key, 100. He wasn't man enough for me. Be here on the next. I'm telling you, somebody sad, somebody temptation, somebody that's with somebody is mad this person wants that person from their past. And is blaming this person like, he over there, baby, he's not here. He wasn't man enough for me, baby. If you ask me, I think y'all belong together. For real, for real. Keep him. Baby, you to the fucking problem. You know about me. And you decided to marry him. I ain't over here hurting. You are. You knew about me. You knew about my past with him. But you didn't know I walked away from him because you let him pull the wool over your eyes. The fuck? Exactly. Girl, that's what this is. I already had your man. I know what he about. Baby, you marry him. You decided he married you out of spite because he promised this other person to marry them, and he was trying to prove a point by marrying you. Baby, that was out of spite. That was out of... You ever see them situations where a person, they promise one person in a relationship the moon, suns, and stars, and then they get in a new relationship, or this could be significant to somebody, and then they give them everything they promised you? It's out of spite. It's out of, yeah, I was never the problem. It was you. That's what... It's crazy that they don't know they wrong for needing your tears to feel themselves as something. Harvest the energy off the tears and shit.
It might be good.
Stop blaming me. He ain't man. He wasn't man enough for me. Somebody's girlfriend is blaming you. Baby, you blaming me. He wasn't man for me. He wasn't. You been wondering where he been? He ain't here. Don't let this person lie to you and tell you they talking to me and they been in contact with me and they ain't. And in the video, he tried to get back with the ex. And the new girl was over there. I'm telling you, in the video, it was an energy change. Because she came in, showing her ring, old girl laughing at her goof ass. Like, girl, keep him. You showing off your ring to me, baby. I'm happy that ring did not say, it would have symbolized love for me, but it would have been like shackles, like cuffs. For real, for real. You know what I would have cuffed myself to? Because that's what you cuffed yourself to. Do you know I made him leave? Baby, pipe down. Then, as the video progressed, he tried to get back with the ex. And there's like a camera in the room. And she over there just so shitty. Because, baby, this could be somebody talk so much shit about you to their new person. And this new person had in their mind, they ain't like you. But they didn't realize this person that was acting like they hated this person really still in love with this person. Sometimes you gotta pay attention to people that got nothing confirmation but shade for their ex. They just shade them at every opportunity. We ain't even talking about the ex and you bring them up out the blue and just shade them. Sometimes they be love this, they be in love with that person still, but they try to gaslight themselves. They don't love that person and they disguise it as hate. Be careful, baby, who you listen be dog, because you never know that person they dog and they still in confirmation, they still in love with this person. You feeling like big dog because he got a, it's this energy of this karmic feel insecure, and they feel like that girl, if this person is putting other women down to be with them, like, yeah, you shading your ex, yeah, fuck that bitch, fuck that bitch. Little do you know, little do you know, I don't want him, baby, but he want me. I called it quits, but you let him come over there and lie to you like he called it quits. Like he ain't want me. He would choose to suppress his desires for that person. And that's a lesson this person had to learn. Don't sit back in rooms and watch, listen to people be dog, because guess what? Just cause you're not the topic of discussion today, that don't mean you ain't gonna be the topic of discussion another day when you piss them off enough, or you do something they don't like, or when you guys are no longer together. Just like you sat back in rooms and listen to this person dog that person, don't think you ain't gonna be getting dogged next. You just, you're not on the chopping block yet. It's this type of energy. Somebody had their 2 cents to add on to the X too. Damn, like, do I even know you? Then I say, like, how do I got all these enemies? It's your ass. Stop comparing me to your females. Stop. Don't even speak of me. Okay? Don't even speak of me. You giving me spirituals, or you know what this could be? Some confirmation. Somebody uses the people that they deal with to come up against the person they really love. I don't know how to explain this. Okay. Somebody uses the people that they deal with to come up against the person they love to try to control this person. I mean, because they know they can't do nothing to this person, so they use the people that they deal with. And the person that they with think that they just doing it just because they can't stand this person, but really they in love with this person. It's a weird energy. Girl, this is a weird energy. Really weird energy. You're using this person to try to shade this person, to try to be in competition with this person, rivaling. They using this person to do their dirty work to try to get at this person. And this person is so fucking unbothered, they don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Keep them. Keep them, ma'am. And that pisses this person off more. Because that tactic used to work on you, but it don't no more. So what more can they do? When all they do is thrive off of toxicity. And they do together, you know? But the wait till this person find out they still in love with that person.
That's when shit gonna hit the ceiling. It's gonna hit the fan, y'all. But hey, you let this person use you as a pawn to do their dirty work. They probably only got with you to try to get back at this person. But then it backfired. This person
Love
loved
they stuff. They ain't finna chase behind nobody. I ain't finna chase you.
and you in a connection too. I don't play side, no.
Mm-mm.
And I don't want no side in my relationship.
Relationship. And it backfired because this person don't give a fuck. Or somebody could have cared at the beginning. But now you don't really give a fuck. So now you're stuck in a connection where you don't really love that person. Your ass miserable.
And this other person living their life and happy as fuck without you. It backfired. Nothing beats a jet to holiday. Alright, y'all, I'm finna get up out of here though.
I love you all so, so much.
I too. I'll call back all my energy and my power and I'll return yours back to you. For any personal bookings, my information will be in the description box. Okay, can see you, fool. I'm so happy to see you. Somebody be driving with what is it, brights on? Well, they don't need to be driving with their brights on, okay? Yeah, somebody in a crazy mood, man. My money got low, they forgot I was living. Alright, I'll call back all my energy and power and I'll return yours back to you for any personal bookings. And I'll shut the door behind me, okay?
Any personal bookings, all my information will be in the description box. Not the video description box, but when you come into my channel,
It tells you a description about what the channel is about. The purple link is my digital business card for any personal bookings. I love you all so, so much. I'm finna get up out of here. See you all. See you, fool. I love you all. Spiritual, gang, gang, love. Namaste. You know about this bitch. Mwah. Like, share, comment,
subscribe, and turn your post notification bell button on so you know when
I go live. Okay? I'm gonna get out. I love you all. Mwah. I say.